I'm going to be doing another graphic novel review. Welcome back to Life in My Shoes Reviews and Such. As the intro indicated, I'm going to be doing a review of another graphic novel. This is the Britannia Project, and this is a 2020 release. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the product, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit of my thoughts and opinions. First, the product. So this is written by Paul Grist. Paul Grist is of Kane, which is an independent title, also created Jack's Staff. Now, something important to note is that Jack's Staff was based on a proposal that Paul Grist had submitted to Marvel for their Union Jack character. Marvel obviously didn't sign on for it, and Paul Grist went on to have quite an extensive library of issues on the character of Jack's Staff. So the art is by Andrea di Vito, and Andrea di Vito has done a plethora of Marvel titles. The series itself is a 5-issue series that is collected in the graphic novel. It was a 2020 release. It is 112 pages long and retails for $15.99. The book highlights a team that is just being created in the UK with a multitude of new characters. So the characters that are introduced in the series and included in the series are the Choir, which is a Welsh character, Kelpie, which is a Scottish character, Snakes, which is a Northern Irish character, Britannia is a character from UK, Union Jack, obviously a well-established character that kind of anchors this to the known Marvel universe. And then later in the series, a character from UK named Bulldog is introduced. And the story is part of the King in Black storyline that came through Marvel. First is the story, and I'll make a confession out of the gates to let you know that I love books on foreign nationalities, whether it be Alpha Flight, it be Union Jack. I have 2 Union Jack books on my shelf. It could be Dark Star and the Winter Guard. I love books of foreign nationalities, so this book was an immediate draw because of that. The story itself, in my opinion, is good. It's a good story, but where it falls down is in the character development. There's just not enough books, 5 issues. There was just not enough time in those books to tell a story and to establish these characters. So the establishment of the characters is basically lost or sacrificed to the larger story that is being told. And as a result, I left reading the series a little wanting on knowing more about the background and the history and the origins of the characters that are introduced in the book. Next is the art. Andrea di Vito is what I would say the standard bearer for what a good and traditional comic book artist would produce. This is a great, beautiful, well-drawn, great detail. The designs of the new characters are really interesting and cool and unique, and it's just what I would expect in a comic book from just a standard or above average art style. Next is the characters. As I mentioned, I love heroes of foreign nationalities, and I love that this book introduces 4 or 5 new characters: Britannia, Bulldog, Kelpie, Choir, Snakes. All of them are new characters in addition to the supporting cast that's in this beyond Union Jack are all relatively new characters, if not new in this series. So I really do like all of the new characters, and I would love to see more of them. I think they do a good job of stylistically representing each of these characters with slight nuances that fit the character, i.e., Choir has kind of a cloak that covers the mouth. Makes sense given that character's powers and abilities. So I think there was a lot of thought and detail into how these characters were designed to fit the character, fit their abilities. Overall, I love the team. I like the story. I love the art. I like the new characters quite a bit. I think another limited series or ongoing series would give the opportunity to tell the stories about these characters that this collection was lacking. So there you go. That is the Union, the Britannia Project. Let me know your thoughts and opinions below, and I'll be back soon with another review.